30 videos in 30 days. That's the challenge that I've set myself. Now today I'm talking about the property market, just touching on a couple of things that I think are very important for people to know. First off, the First Homeowner Super Saver Scheme is a genuine opportunity for first home buyers to get into the property market. Once again, I'm a huge believer of people understanding the superannuation system when they're younger, and I think this is a great opportunity for people to dip their toes into the water, so to speak, and then understand how contributing money into superannuation helps build your balance, and over time that money will grow. The thing about the First Homeowner Super Saver Scheme is that when you put money in and then when you take it out, you don't actually have any growth associated with that money, okay? The reason the scheme works is because it gives you a structural tax saving. You're moving money from a high tax environment, being your marginal tax rate, into a low tax environment, being superannuation. Now, you're doing that because you're making concessional contributions. This assumes that you have a high enough level of income where it's justifiable, okay? The other part to this is that you can, or I say that people can put money into the First Homeowner Super Saver Scheme, into superannuation, by making non-concessional contributions. Now, very quickly, what's the difference? A concessional contribution means that you're claiming a tax deduction. So once again, moving from a high tax environment into a low tax environment. And a non-concessional contribution means that you've already paid the tax on that money and you're putting it in after-tax dollars. So to give you an example, my employer puts money into superannuation. If I want to salary sacrifice some additional money into super, that goes in under my concessional contributions cap. So instead of being charged my marginal tax rate, I get charged 15%. In contrast, if I were to take that money and my employer pays me personally, it hits my bank account, and then I want to contribute that money into superannuation, that, I'm going to be very careful here, that can be both a personal concessional contribution, but it's more likely that it's going to be a non-concessional contribution. Now what I mean by that is when that money would have hit my bank account, my employer has already withheld tax, which means I can put that money into super and I can say I'm not claiming a tax deduction. Hence, it's a non-concessional contribution and that counts towards those caps. In contrast, and only recently, when you put that money into super, you can then tell your super fund, I am claiming a tax deduction. Now, that's when it becomes a personal concessional contribution, and as a result, you will get some money back in your tax return. But once again, this is something that I think it's really important for people to know. It's very easy to get mixed up when putting money into superannuation, and it really does pay to do your research to be comfortable with the decisions you're making. If in doubt, call your super fund, confirm once, twice, 3 times. It's better to double check and triple check rather than make a mistake. I always say, if you're really not comfortable with it, always speak to a professional. With that said, this video is getting pretty long. That's been my thoughts. 30 videos in 30 days. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.